Assalamualaikum everybody. I want to do all the stories of Musa alayhi salam in Al-Kahf, chapter the cave, chapter 18. Right, and these stories are very important. They signify the hidden hand, which is something I've studied for some time. Right. So Musa alayhi salam and Allah are talking to each other, and Allah says, "Who has the most knowledge?" And Musa says, "Obviously me." And he's like, "How come?" Because I know the Torah. You give me that. Okay. Then he says, God says to Musa, "I will show you somebody who has more knowledge than you. Follow, go to this boat. You will meet a boy, sit with him, and follow the waters." Anyway, then the story goes. So this story is about hidden knowledge, the hidden hand. All right, it's very important. People, the ummah of today, everyone understands the hidden hand at play, and these stories are about the hidden hand. So he goes and meets the boy in the water, in a boat. They set off, they follow this fish, and it's predictable to a point, and then the fish disappears. They don't understand what's happening. The waters become, hey, what's happening here? Things become unpredictable. The waters become unpredictable. Where you found fish before, you will not find fish there. So these are the parallels. The water you found there before is different waters now. So unpredictable waters. So that's the hidden hand. That is the geoengineering already taking place. All right. So that's story number 2, I would say. First story is like basically saying who has more knowledge than this is for us. Now, second story or third story, whatever you want to call it, they go to a place, they meet Khidr, and they go to a place where businesses are done and livelihood of people live in boats. So it's either a river or something. Okay. And there, the Caesar or the owner of the land is taxing them. So he's taking basically all the good boats. So Khidr makes holes in the boats so he doesn't take them boats. And now that signifies the land you live in. Yeah, the livelihoods. So there's businesses done in it, people live in it. The land we live on isn't ours. The waters are now coming in. Story number 2 or 3, whatever you want to call it. Story number 4. Khidr and Musa go to a place where they see this beautiful boy, and he kills this beautiful young lad and twists his head. The hidden hand twists the head. Basically, remember, it's the hidden hand we're looking at here. What does this mean? All right. The boy was going to grow up and become a deceiver, work for a system and go against the will of God. All right. And get sold by money or whatever the agenda is at the time. So his parents were believers. So to make sure he also goes in heaven, and the parents too, his life is cut short, because according to Qur'an, every child under puberty goes into heaven, regardless of where they're born into. All right, so you're going to see that happening. You're going to see loads of children, lives being cut short because of the environment not being the right environment. Sadly, just the way things are going to be. And we're already seeing these patterns. You see beautiful children there. So many beautiful, and the babies are absolutely, kids are absolutely beautiful, and they're dying. So that's going to be worldwide. All right. Then number 4 of the last story, they go to a village looking for food. All right. Now this is very important. A person understands this story, that Musa alayhi salam, Moses, he has a dietary restriction. He can eat halal or kosher. So this place has to provide that person kosher food. So they go there and they find out it's their people, basically. It's Musa alayhi salam's people, Bani Israel people, and the children of Israel, basically. And Musa alayhi salam asks for food and they don't feed him. Does that mean? So it's basically Israel in a nutshell today. Okay, then they build a wall. Well, Kedar starts building a wall that is, they know that it's going to break in about 10 so many years time. So Musa, and that wall today signifies the Palestine and the Israel wall. That wall will break when earthquake will happen. It will crack and break. And behind that wall will be orphans. And in this story, behind that wall is orphans whose treasures are buried underneath the house that their parents have left them. So this signifies the land of Palestine. So there's beauty in all of these stories, but one must understand how these stories over time, how they get stronger to the point we see them today. All of the stories in Al-Kahf, they're getting stronger, man. People know not. Anyway, I hope people understand this, and I hope it benefits you. The biggest charity somebody can do is learn about teach the Qur'an. That is the biggest charity there is, hands down, teaching the Qur'an.